When you outside, when we out here, if you mad, probably need you some money. Keep your head on the square when you out there. I done seen them switch teams for the money. Them the niggas we do not need around here. Used to think they ain't need nothing from me. Dear Lordy, was I wrong? They probably sell they soul just to get a little time from a nigga. Hey, had to get on my grind when I went away. Now I'm back. I got broad time. I ain't finna waste. Got a couple things on my mind. Let me finna late. When you see them stop showing
Victory Monday, Victory Tuesday for my peoples that played on Monday night. Ladies and gentlemen, episode 18, You Might Not Like It podcast, baby. The originators, the one and only, baby.
First,
Sam.
what up?
How you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling good, brother. I'm feeling good. Another Bears victory.
That's
tight.
true.
Had my heart beating, but still ain't satisfied. We only can get better, hopefully, but love y'all, brothers. How y'all feeling?
Listen, man, if y'all don't make it exciting, Sam, it's like almost, was it a game? You know what I mean? That's just kind of what I'm starting to feel.
Hey, I love, and it's hard to say. Like I said, I love a defensive game. I love a low-scoring game. But, whew,
Yeah,
man.
That's what that Eagles and Lions game was. Now, that was a defensive struggle. But I'm having a beautiful day, brother. It's just another beautiful day. Happy to be here. I woke up this morning. Let me tell you. Oh, how you feeling, brother?
Like I said before, I definitely do feel the pains and sorrows that fans go through when they loyal to the soil of their team. Sundays don't feel the same anymore. I can tell you that. You know what I mean? But shit, man. Look, 452 yards is 452 yards. I don't give a damn. But nah, it's a new day, new week. Let's forget about Sunday. We don't even got to talk about the Cardinals. Let's talk about the Suns. Suns been surprising me. You know what I mean? They actually playing some basketball. You feel me?
You threw it a white towel, oh?
Bruh.
Nah. We six. We
not
got
ready
6
to talk
Ls.
about that seventh L yet, huh?
Yeah.
He got 7 already?
I think it's 6.
That was number 7.
Oh, what number 7? Damn, 3 and 7. You ain't lying.
10 and 7 now?
And we can talk about we
Okay.
We can talk about it. We can talk
Yeah.
about it. We got something we want to say, but let's go.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it. But ladies and gentlemen, again, holla at us. TikTok, you might not like it. Hey, man, if you old school, you want to email us, it's YMNLI pod@icloud.com. Check us out on YouTube. Reach out. Holla at us.
Go on, send something out so we can talk about it.
Yeah.
I got a good opinion about a lot of things.
Yeah.
And my opinion. My opinion is always gonna be indifferent. So you know what I mean.
Yeah. I'm gonna educate some people out there.
My God, you might not like it. Let's get started with the rundown. First and foremost, new fresh hot take this week. We got Shador first action. We got to talk about it. First time you done took reps with the starters, was in the second half of a game. The starting quarterback got knocked out. We got to talk about it, Cleveland. What are we doing? And we got to talk basketball. Like O said, some people's seasons are over, right?
Hey, relax. Season is not over. Season is not over.
OKC Thunder, Sam, 14-1. And do you know that currently they own 2 of the top 10 picks in next year's draft?
2 of them.
They have the Clippers and the Jazz. And the Clippers are 4-10. The Jazz is 5-8. Boy, with all these Kawhi Leonard injuries, Paul George being long gone, but you got Chris Paul old and a lot of them are hurt. Man, listen, if James Harden can't carry this team, they could potentially end up with a top 5 pick in a draft that's thick and got some dogs in it. So can OKC become a dynasty? Are they going to be a dynasty? We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. Bears, they win. They number 1 in the NFC North. It's hard to say. It almost doesn't even come out, like it's almost like
way up.
It's almost like throwing up, right? It shouldn't come out. Like you should only be drinking, right?
Hey, slow it down. Slow it down.
Number 1. They're number 1 in the NFC North. The Packers win. Light the candle, baby.
The candle ain't been lit in a while, brother.
Hey, Packers won. And the Cardinals lose their 7th game. So again, like O said, we gotta talk about it. How do you feel? It only gets tougher from here because they backloaded the games with division. The Cardinals have yet to even play the Rams once. Man, it's crazy. So a lot to unpack there. Then, ladies and gentlemen, we have a viral moment on the You Might Not Like It podcast. My baby nephew, he had a viral moment. Everyone knows him as the popcorn kid. Everyone knows him as Obama, the adorable. They know him as, they called him, they said he looked like Usher. My little nephew was at the basketball game, at the Suns game with my brother, and was eating some popcorn. And my man's was focused on that popcorn. My brother told him he was on the Jumbotron, and just a wholesome moment where he looked up, was processing, and then gave the crowd a big smile and a nice little wave, and crowd went crazy. Right now, he is going viral. I'm telling you, I've had family, friends, so many people reach out, employees, coworkers, peers, everybody sending me, is that you at the game? Was that you? Is that you? And I'm like, no, that is my younger brother and his son.
Just a little bit more chubbier, just a little bit.
And he got a little more scruff, a little more beard. But ladies and gentlemen, the popcorn kid. Yes, that is my nephew. And I gotta say, read shit, baby. That's what I'm talking about. So we'll talk about that a little bit, right? Get through that viral moment, and then we're gonna wrap it up with our weekly pick'ems. Somebody went 3-0 again. But we still haven't changed the lead yet. Sam is still steadily in the leads. Let's start at the top. And if I can, I would like to take this. Can I take this?
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
There's so my hot take. There's been a lot of chatter. There's been a lot of talk about LeBron James and Michael Jordan, and it really made me think. As much as people talk and hate on LeBron, or, talk and just, for Jordan, Joe Montana versus Tom Brady, or even just the GOAT quarterback. How close is that discussion? And if Tom Brady dominates that discussion, better than Peyton, better than Aaron, better than Bradshaw, better than Joe Montana, better than Namath, Elway, Marino, is it because he got the championships? So is the rings that important in the NFL as they are in the NBA? Is ring culture showing that Tom Brady is the GOAT, or are we going to say there's different stipulations for NFL? It just made me think. It was very crazy that the NBA, it seems like there are so many great players. You talk about Wilt, you talk about Bill, you talk about so many different players, Magic, Bird, everybody out there, but when you really break down GOAT, they realistically only have about 2 or 3 people, and not a lot of people giving Kareem that type of shine, even though he held that scoring record first. So I think about it on the football side. Who's the GOAT? Who is the GOAT? Is it even a quarterback that's the GOAT? Is it Walter? Is it Barry? Is it Emmett? Because he got the chips and the stats? So I leave that out for the world and for the discussion, like, who's the NFL GOAT?
I'm gonna answer that one real quick. I think, and maybe it's because of my age, and I can't go all the way back and see some of the players that you named play with my own eyes. But I'm gonna give it to Tom Brady. I still believe Tom Brady is the GOAT out of NFL. One, because of the amount of success that he had in the NFL. I mean, it was the Patriots' way to be, what was that, 6th or 7th round? Was he a 6th round pick? And to be able to be the face of the league for as long as he was, the Patriots' way again. Belichick definitely not holding back and coaching him. I mean, look, there's another debate out there. Who made who? Was Belichick? Did Belichick make Tom Brady, or did Tom Brady make Belichick? And I think we kind of got to see a little bit unfold at the very end of both of their careers. But Tom Brady, from what I see, to just listening to other players. He was a El Capitan. Like he was a leader of all leaders. Look, there were some Super Bowls that he went to that he lost, but he had a perfect season with Randy Moss and lost. I mean, he got beat by a quarterback that they're still trying to figure out if he should be in a Hall of Fame or not. And in the Mannies with the Giants. But still, at the end of the day, he made it to the Super Bowl, which is a hard accomplishment to even do. And that's why I always say LeBron James is a GOAT, because he still made it to the finals. Even though he lost, he still made it. And that is an accomplishment. Go back to your initial question. I give it to Sam. I'm going to go Tom Brady. I think just the respect that he has from all of his peers. It was a challenge to beat Brady. And when they beat Brady, it was like, that was an accomplishment. It wasn't just getting to the Super Bowl, winning the Super Bowl. It was like, yo, I went to the Super Bowl and I beat Tom Brady. You know what I mean? Like, I can't wait until Patrick Mahomes retires and talks about what was his greatest Super Bowl. Like, that's a question that I would really want to hear from him, because I believe his greatest Super Bowl that he would probably say was his most accomplished Super Bowl was beating Tom Brady, because that was somebody that he looked up to, that he rivaled, that he seen as possibly the GOAT, or maybe AR back at the time, because he had a lot of similar playing styles. But again, I believe, my opinion is Tom Brady is a GOAT of all of NFL. That's my opinion. That's my hot take.
Well, Brady, mine too. But before Brady, it was
Okay.
I had a little toss up between Elway and Marino, even though Marino never won a championship. But with that being said, I think Brady accomplished more with less. And not only did he, what I can say this, once Brady went to Tampa Bay and won that Super Bowl, I'm going to go one of those LeBron things. That right there made him my GOAT. Because at first I was more so on the Belichick system. It's the system. That's the reason he liked that. But I can't take away from Brady, because he's always been clutch in that moment, which makes him great. You know, he didn't have those Hall of Famer receivers that everybody talking about, because he did not win with Moss. He did not win with Moss. So he won with other players some might kind of even name. You know,
I mean, but he had Gronk though. He had Gronk. I mean, you know what I mean?
he won before Gronk too. So in so many words, he did more with less. Cause Montana had Hall of Famers all around him on offense. Who you say for Pittsburgh? He had Hall of Famers everywhere.
Bradshaw.
Yeah. He had Hall of Famers everywhere. But now,
running back. What about though? Is the quarterback the GOAT? Is that the quarterback is going to be the GOAT overall, or is it somebody else?
He the one that guys and put everybody in position to win. And Brady didn't let nobody down until he got beat down by the Giants. He lost an AFC Championship game to the Colts, in order for them to go ahead and get one. But at the same time, as long as Brady was in the league, the championship went through New England. So that made him the GOAT, period. And he didn't win with a Hall of Fame wide receiver. He didn't win with a Hall of Fame running back, unless you want to count Corey Dillon. He had a great defense. He has a few people on defense that was Hall of Famers, but since y'all had to bring up,
no, you know exactly what I'm gonna say, Sam.
Since y'all
wait,
did
Sam.
Joe Montana lose? But also, really quick, sorry, Sam. Nigga, Tom Brady ain't lose to Pat Mahomes in the Super Bowl, bruh. He went to Tampa and whooped Pat Mahomes' ass 31-9. And then he whooped his ass in the AFC Championship. Pat Mahomes didn't start winning till after Brady left.
No. I thought Pat Mahomes did beat him.
No.
No, I'm saying when O said he beat him in the Super Bowl. He did not.
I thought Pat Mahomes did beat him in the Super Bowl one time.
No, they were in the same division. They couldn't have. And then when he went to Tampa, he played him in the Super Bowl and whooped his ass. That defense was dogging him.
But I wasn't through though. I wasn't through.
No, I'm sorry, Sam. I apologize.
Because y'all did bring up Mike, So I gotta say one thing, cause I did see this clip where KD and Yo King was laughing at the fact somebody wanted to play baseball, right?
Yeah. Retired 3 times. Yeah, the blueprint.
Yeah, but this man walked out because his father was killed. It could have been for a gambling thing, whatever it was for, but his father was murdered. He left the game because his father wanted him to play baseball. He left the game for a minute. But this is an NBA player that retired after winning 3, came back in right before the playoffs, lost that. The next he had a full year, won 3 more. Your king been in the league 23 straight years, never left the game, and never three-peated.
I mean, but the thing is, though, if that's what, hold on, T, if that's his, yeah, it's not. But if that's your take, sir, then honestly, you have to give it to Deion Sanders, then, bro, because Deion Sanders did the same thing.
Deion Sanders did what?
Not even Deion.
Deion Sanders went play.
What are you talking about? You giving Deion the GOAT?
No, I'm saying based off your points, what you saying about Mike.
No. I was talking about 2 people. Well, 3. I was talking about KD, who has the nerve to talk crazy about Mike retiring when he got whooped in the Western Conference Finals by Golden State, then went to him the next year.
Yeah, for sure.
He should never talk. Never talk.
But again, Sam, it ain't about any of them. I asked the NFL GOAT, and you know good and goddamn well why I asked that question.
Brought up LeBron and Mike.
Because Brady lost twice in the Super Bowl. Man, I don't know. Did Joe Namath? Did Joe lose? Joe Namath. Did Joe Montana?
He went to the Jets.
Did Joe Montana lose in the Super Bowl? Did Joe Montana lose in the Super Bowl?
Did Joe Montana lose in a Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I think he did.
I don't think he did.
Okay. I was just saying because...
Do he got 2? He got 2, right?
Because Brady got some L's on his Super Bowl record and his Super Bowl, GOATship, kind of like LeBron James, And but Montana's perfect. Kind of like Jordan. How Brady? So I was just curious.
How many Super Bowls did how many Brady got though?
Well, nobody cares about.
Wait. How many he got?
11 and up. So I mean, I was just.
I mean, how many he got though? Is it 7 of them?
Joe don't got 7. No.
How many do Brady got though?
Brady got 5.
Brady got who?
Brady got 5.
You sure about that?
Yeah, Brady has 5.
Yeah, Brady got 5.
Joe Montana has 4.
Hey Google, how many Super Bowl rings do Brady got?
5.
He got 7? He did get the 7?
He got 5 with, was it 5 with New England?
No, he got
6 with New England. He got 6 and 1 with Tampa. Okay. So yeah, but it's 7-4.
But he been to what, 10, 11 Super
No, you can't.
Super Bowl.
But you can't say that though, Sam. You can't say that, Sam.
That's the point I'm trying to make. But is it different? Is it only because it's the NFL that is different? Or is it because, so if LeBron won more than 6, but went 12 times or 13 times,
well,
that's what I'm saying.
I'm gonna say this. And don't get me wrong.
We're going to move on right after this, though. I don't want to hold up on it.
It's a great feat for you to go as many NBA championships as LeBron went to. That's a great feat. Probably never happen again. But to proclaim that you're the GOAT, or anyone else to proclaim that you're the GOAT, and when it's time to put the team on your back, and you went them many times, and you're under 500, you cannot put yourself in that category. Mike went to 6. He put the team on his back. He might not have put the team on his back. I mean, defensively, he had a part in that defense. But when it was time, if y'all not going to do it, I am. Period. LeBron had the opportunity. He played over half of the seasons that Mike done played. And he been to 10. He should have at least won 5 of them to even be in this category. To even say I'm the GOAT. Say, I'll put the team on my back to get you there. My backup and everybody else need to push me across. Mike didn't do that. Mike said, I'm going to get you there. I'm going to get you past them. We going to win this. I refuse to lose. Now your boy King is now saying, what's up with this ring coaching? Every sport, across tennis, soccer, all it's about is that championship ring or trophy. That's what it's all about. To now argue the fact that, now you're trying to change the narrative. That's what it's always been about. That's why he left Cleveland to go to Miami to win. That's why he went back to Cleveland to get a championship for Cleveland. That's why he went to L.A. to get a championship for L.A. But now you understand that it's another team that's younger, ain't going to let y'all do it. Now it's, oh, well, with the ring.
Wait,
That's
T, let me
not what
respond
he
real quick.
meant. That's
Wait,
not
wait,
what he
KD
let me-
meant
too,
by ring
and
culture.
KD
Wait,
too.
wait.
Ever
That's
since
not
he
what
left
meant
Golden
by
State,
ring
he don't
culture.
have a chance neither.
Wait. I'm just gonna say something real quick and then we can move on. That's it. Look, I kind of agree with what you're saying, Sam, like honestly, about the changing of the narrative, right? I agree with you on that. But I think I said this like episode 5 or whatnot. Like, I don't understand why it's so wrong for him to sit there and say that he feels that he is the GOAT. Like, that's the only thing I don't agree with you on, because again, when you're in a sport, you always are going to have that animosity that I'm better than the next person. Like, that's just what we do. No matter if we're playing a video game, we're golfing, bowling. Like, when you're in a battle, like, you're always going to feel that you're better. So that's the one thing I don't really agree with you on, is just because he's proclaiming that he's the GOAT, that's a problem. And then number 2, I believe he's doing that because, again, his longevity and him being great for this long, to him, not to you, to him means something. It's like, yo, bro, like, I broke this record. I'm in this
That's
top
a
5.
totally different story, though.
But I'm just saying, as far
that's
as
totally
I'm just
different.
saying,
About that. It ain't even about that. I'll tell y'all.
I'm just saying, as far as a narrative, I would believe that's the reason why. But that's all I wanted. I just want to say.
What it's really about is like what LeBron is talking about is to the people that have not won rings, that you discount their entire legacy essentially just for saying they have 0 rings or stuff like that. Like, that's what he means by like the ring culture.
Yeah,
Now,
I
it's not so
understand.
much a him, you know what I mean? Like, obviously there's the him debate, right? Whatever, but he's talking just Karl Malone, Charles Barkley, Chris Paul, like different titans that
nobody. But here's the thing, though, I totally understand what you're saying, Wavy. But at the same time, nobody is denouncing the people that he's talking to. Most of the people that he's talking about is in the top 75. They are considered great, no matter how you twist it or turn it. All those players he's talking about are considered great players. They just not considered the greatest. You get what I'm saying? When Mike was in his prime, couldn't nobody win a championship. When LeBron was in his prime, y'all gonna say it was better players. It might be, but all the players that was very good back in the day was playing injured because they was getting beat up. So that's why you hear as O would say, all the old heads saying it's a different league. And most of y'all NYs say it's a different league. But at the same whatever. I said NY, but yeah, it's a different league. It's a different league. And most of our old heads like look at the game like, man, like this crazy. This crazy. The game, I don't look at it as it evolved. I look at it as the same reason that they keep changing rules for the NFL. The same reason they keep changing rules in all the sports, to try to get to a young base instead of saying, let's play the game and let the young base adjust to the game itself. Cause instead of complaining, is hit the gym, get better at your craft. Things like that is what makes stuff grow. It's not let's find a way out of it,
Right. And yeah, like again, and I'm not trying to have and start and spark a whole new LeBron Jordan debate. I just think of that conversation on the football side of it, where I look at it as one was perfect. Because if you think about the similarities, and this is what I mean, right? Think about the similarities of that Giants team. That Giants team essentially did what the Dallas Mavericks did. Everybody talks about the Dallas Mavericks beating that great Heat team. They beat the defending LA Laker great team, right? Like, they ran through the San Antonio Spurs, who had won multiple years. Like, they were dominating teams that were not to play with before getting there. Just like Sam, really quick, just like the Giants. The Giants were a wild card team. They went in the Lambeau. They beat Brett Favre, right? One of the years they beat Brett, one of the years they beat Aaron, right? But they went in there, beat them. They beat another couple of like teams that were the favorites, and then went to that Super Bowl as the considerable underdog both times, and we're over to overcome. So I'm saying it looks, the optics look similar, where it's like, damn, Brady, you lost to a wild card team, just like LeBron. Oh, you lost to what happened to the Mavericks, and it's like, bro, the Mavericks, y'all are discounting what the Mavericks did, and they owner Mark Cuban says it all the time. He's like, bro, y'all discount what we did, or y'all talk about LeBron's legacy. He's like, bro, we ran through the West, the toughest division, everybody say, with the toughest teams. They dominated them and then went and beat that Heat team. So it's stuff like that where I just, you know what I mean?
The difference is, right? The difference is, right, is 5 men on the court, right? One person can actually take over a game, one person can, right? If in football, if this block not made, this pass can't get out. If this person don't run this route precise, this not a play. The quarterback gotta throw it a different way to get to him because he cut his route short. No, those just two different things, So I understand what you're saying, and because Joe didn't, but it's two different things. It's two different things.
Okay.
Like
I
Brady,
knew that
Brady
would be a good hot take. I knew that'd be a good hot take, because it's like, you got that undefeated versus the losses similar, but Brady is like considered. I feel like Brady is considered.
But Montana went to how many though?
Well, I think 4. Yeah, and then Steve Young took over, and I think stumbled a couple years, and then took that roster back.
Well, Montana went to 4 and 1 2.
No, he went to 4 and 1 4.
4-0. Yeah, I think
he went 4-0. Okay.
Yeah, I think Montana went 4-0.
And then Steve Young stepped in and won 2 more.
And won 2. Yeah, Steve Young won 2.
So could you say with that hot take?
Possibly.
Could you say that was just a good team Montana had, because Steve Young actually stepped in and won? So that couple years he probably had to learn the system. Then he won with those same people. Unlike Brady, when he got hurt, his backups couldn't get them past round 1.
I mean, you think about the team. So this is in one instance. This, Sam, is one instance where I'll tell you that, like, football is a little different, where those teams back in the day were a lot different. Now, but like, bro, that was the steel curtain. Like, bro, the Steelers was dominating, bro. The Cowboys was good. Like, they was battling. It was to the point where you literally swapped one player, and that was the reason they lost the Super Bowl type of thing, right? So it was not easy to win.
Back in the day, you could get jacked up.
And so this is one where I would say was much different. And, bro, it was tough to win 4. Like,
was
it was tough to win 4.
Yeah.
Was that the time when the Rams...
You could get jacked up with Brady, too, but my fault. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just wondering, was that the time when the Rams were known as the greatest show on turf? We have to say around the same time?
2000s. Yeah, it was the 2000s.
Yeah. Greatest show on turf.
Like, basically, 98, 2000s, when the Titans... the Titans stretch. But yeah, greatest show on turf. And I think that was the kind of spawn of talent, like, really just dominant talent, speed, like, at every position, because you had some sturdy running backs that they weren't the fastest on the field, but they was bulky, they was stocky, and Mike Allstott, the Mike Allstott days, even how big Emmett was, you know what I'm saying? Like, these
don't forget about the bus. I don't even.
Yeah, Jerome. You can't forget about Jerome. Yeah, but I like to have that NFL GOAT debate, and I want to see what everybody else has to say about the NFL GOAT debate.
I like that.
I think it's going to be.
I ain't even got them. I want to hear what y'all got to say out there with this one. I want to hear it.
Yeah, and we spent a little extra time on it because I think it is. It's a great debate, and you can go back and forth. You could tie LeBron, you could tie Jordan, you could do whatever, but I think in its right, there's going to be the people that say Joe Montana. There's going to be the people that say Brady. There's going to be the people that say everybody. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think nobody. I think everybody going to pick Brady. I think everybody going to say Brady.
I don't know. So, Wavy, who's yours?
He gonna say Brady.
Bro, it's for me, like, I don't think y'all understand. Like, think Aaron Rodgers is the most talented quarterback I've ever seen with my 2 eyes.
Talent and greatest of all time is 2 different things.
I know. But
who you think the greatest of all time?
I can accept that Aaron Rodgers could not get it done in the positions where Tom Brady did. And I will also say this. While I think that Aaron Rodgers had more difficult situations, Tom Brady had better quarterback play that he had to get through. But Aaron Rodgers had those defenses that was just crazy in the NFC at that time. So I will say, I think Aaron Rodgers is the most talented quarterback I've ever seen. And I think majority of people will say it. The GOAT, Tom Brady himself even said it. But Tom Brady got the fucking job done. And Tom Brady, like you said, Sam, the biggest thing for me, Tom Brady took a roster full of nobodies like the GOAT James did to Super Bowls. And they upped their game. They upped their game when they saw Tom come out there and do his fucking thing. Tom Brady literally turned from, Tom Brady, I will tell y'all right now, Tom Brady essentially turned from an intern to a supermodel. Like, fucking rock star. Like, he was fucking bigger than Tom Cruise type shit. After that motherfucker started winning some Super Bowls, Tom Brady got swaggy. Tom Brady dating Giselle. He had a supermodel on his arm, married her. Tom Brady stock rose, swag rose. Like, he started winning, bruh. Because Joe Bledsoe was the golden boy. Like, we know,
Drew.
Joe Bledsoe or Drew. Yeah, Drew. Goddamn, bro. I'm fucking sound like now. Drew Bledsoe was the golden boy. And for Brady to come in and like take that reign, Sam, if it ain't white, it ain't right. They was waiting for a white motherfucker like Brady to shine because they wanted Drew to be the guy. It was Bradshaw. It was Montana. You had, and then it started to roll around to,
I ain't gonna forget about those defenses you said that Aaron Rodgers had to face. I ain't gonna forget about that because I'm gonna throw a few at you.
Sam, believe me, I was watching.
Hey, but you said
them Denver Broncos.
They're in the AFC.
Oh no! Well, that was in the Super Bowl. I'm sorry, that was Brett Favre's Super Bowl. But that was in the Super Bowl. No, bro, the 49ers. I mean, shit.
I'm talking about the
Bears.
What I'm talking about, the defenses that Aaron had to face, Aaron Rodgers, versus the defenses Tom Brady had to face.
Yeah, I think Tom Brady had to face better quarterback play. Personally, I think Aaron Rodgers got outclassed by a better team versus a better quarterback. You know what I mean?
You earlier in this tape, you might not like it, but I remember you said he had to face better defenses.
Yeah, I believe so. Yes.
Okay, we ain't gonna count out them Reed and Ray Lewis's over there in the AFC. We ain't gonna count them out.
There was some dogs. No,
we ain't gonna count out them Cleveland Browns defenses. We not and cannot count out
Steelers. Had the Steelers.
Troy
Polamalu. Yeah, he went through some shit.
Hey, I just put 3 of them out there. Now, tell me 3 of them in the NFC back then.
Bro, what do you mean? We had to deal with the Bears. We had to deal with Pat. We had to deal with Urlacher. We had to deal with Briggs. I'm sorry.
That's one team.
And then we had to deal with the Niners every fucking year. Every year the Niners got a better fucking linebacker. It was the craziest shit ever. And then the Seahawks defense, the Legion of Boom.
Okay.
Brother,
3 on 3. Okay.
Like, it was,
all right.
there were some teams. And not only that, Sam, you got to remember, you had the
now
Rams.
I'm going to add another.
The Rams,
Raiders.
the Rams, the Cardinals, and the Seahawks were all
Raiders
good.
with your boy Woods in them. With the Raiders.
Hey, Wood came to us though, baby, and we got that Super Bowl. But yes, Sam, you are 100% right. You right. There were some defenses, but bro, those Tampa Bay defenses back in the day, we had to deal with Warren Sapp. Yeah, bro. Like, Sam, there used to be the Battle of the Bay used to be real.
Hey, Tampa was nice, but they ain't get real till Gruden came over there.
Hey. Them boys were some dogs. I still remember Derek Brooks.
They was nice. They was nice. But when Gruden came over there, Things
He gave him
change.
a little bit of swagger.
But I'm saying you had there was some great defenses, even
On
some of them
both sides.
Cowboy defenses. I think on both sides 100%.
So we can eliminate that statement that he had to face better defenses. We can eliminate that.
I think the 49ers defense, like, they had some of the greatest defense. Like, the 49ers defense alone should have won them a couple Super Bowls. And the fact that they keep going, they have to be distraught about that one. Because, I mean, listen, Trent Dilfer got one. Gannon got one with great defense. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they should be distraught that Cap didn't get him one, that Garoppolo didn't get him one, like that Purdy didn't get him one. Somebody should have got him one with that great defense.
He couldn't do it by himself.
I know. And I'm saying they were the ones that went to the Super Bowls that didn't get it done. 49er fans should be absolutely distraught. Fellas, this is a great one. I got to let it go. And we got to move on with the rest of the topics. We going to be here all night. So that was good. That's the hot take. Ladies and gentlemen, let us know. Holla at us. There's about 5 different pieces of that hot take. We talked about some great defenses. I think it's just great football. And this is what I love most about, podcasting with y'all fellas. We get to venture off onto these things and it gets your memory flowing. And bro, it's why I fell in love with football, bro. It's like just great fucking games, man. That shit was beautiful. Shedeur Sanders, ladies and gentlemen, Shedeur Sanders got his first action. Sam, I'm going to toss to you. I'm going to let you go first on this one because I know, and I'm going to give you the second shot because y'all spoke about, I don't even want him to play. I hope that he doesn't even play. I hope that he could just sit, this, that, and the third. We heard about a lot of different takes, but he got in the second half of the game. Dylan Gabriel went out with a concussion. What did you see, Sam? Not only what did you see from Shedeur? How you feeling from the organization and, kind of the media narrative?
Yeah, I really don't know where to start with this. As in the organization, from what I heard from Shedeur himself is like that first snap was the first time he ever had a first team snap from the first team.
All year.
Second, even though it didn't look that good, but it looked great at the same time to me. And the reason I say it didn't look good because there's a few hits that he shouldn't have took. There's a couple throws that he missed, but with the understanding that he don't know them. And after looking at his interview, I didn't want him to play at all because of that very reason. He didn't get first team snaps. But even though the game looked bad, I think if he start, I think they ain't going to no Super Bowl, but I think he turned their season around. I really do.
Mm-hmm.
The bad that I seen a lot of positive in it. And also, I became more of a Shedeur Sanders fan once I seen this interview.
The post-game interview, yeah.
Yeah, once I seen that, I became more of a fan of his. And the only thing I can see now is Cleveland, get ready, because I think this boy for real. It might not look like it now, but he one of them.
Yeah,
he one of them.
I think essentially it's not exactly the same as this, but it's very similar. And what I mean by this is you've been in pre-calculus, you've been studying, you've been doing your thing, and it's a pop-up test. It wasn't no preparation. You didn't know what to study for or nothing. You don't know what's on it, and you just got to go do it. And it's like, okay, how am I going to, perform? I've been through the motions. I know what this is, but I've never seen live reps. I've never seen the speed of the NFL they always talk about. So yeah, I think you're right. There was some good.
You see the
pushing the ball down the field.
You see the humbleness in this man.
I think the biggest part of his entire thing in game was his post-game interview. And I even think, again, Myles Garrett has been speaking up. And for Myles Garrett to say what he said, for the center to say what he said, this is the first time we've ever heard his cadence is crazy. We're in week 11. It's the first time we ever heard his cadence. And we got to go out here and try and win a game against the Baltimore Ravens. The Baltimore Ravens, Harbaugh did exactly what he's supposed to do. You blitz that damn rookie and you make him make fast decisions. As you saw, I think before I get my take, go ahead.
Look, I always like Shedeur. I hope I don't go too long-winded. His father definitely showed him the way. being moral, being in church, really believing in God, really showing him the life, what to do and what not to do. And so that's, of course he had the flashiness. What kid doesn't? You know what I mean? With his famous celebration. But that post interview, if you watch any time how he moves, he's always very humble. There was a time, I think it was during the preseason, he met commentator, I believe, in a tunnel. And this commentator was the one that literally talked bad about him every single game. And he went up to him and he's like, "Hey man, why don't you like me? I didn't do anything to you." So humble. Literally didn't say any negative to the guy at all. And this guy has literally been talking about him the whole entire time. And I apologize for not knowing if he's a commentator or if he's a journalist or whatever the case was. Yep. But Shedeur knew him, and Shedeur knew that he talked bad about his gameplay the whole time. And he still did speak bad about the guy, anything of that nature. So that's just one. But I'm going back to it. I wish he still didn't play. I don't want him to play. Y'all see the disaster. I mean, y'all talking about it. He had no pre-slaps, and I don't even want to get into that because watching a lot of sports commentators going back and forth where they're saying there's multitude of other quarterbacks that never have first snaps and this, that, and the other. Like, unfortunately, he doesn't have that ability to make that argument, even though it's valid. He doesn't have that ability to do so. And so I don't want him to play. I think he had a good game, but you see how hard they're judging him now. You know what I mean? They're judging him hard now with the 4-16. It was, imagine how hard they're going to judge him in the next game. And I truly believe he's going to be better, but now there's not going to be any type of excuse whatsoever, right? No matter what happens. And that's the thing that I don't like, because we all see the coach does not have any hope, or he does not, it doesn't see, and I don't want to say this, it doesn't seem like Kevin Stefanski wants him to be successful, right? And so I'm going to use your analogy, T, where you're saying about you're in pre-calculus, you go to calculus. Yeah, a teacher's going to do a pop-up quiz, right? When you're doing it. But if the teacher truly does want you to be successful, they will stop. They will hold you in the back after class, be able to work with you because they see potential, and they will want you to pass that test. And when you pass that test, they're going to be a bigger motivator, or they're going to celebrate you probably more than your parents did, because they wanted to see you successful and they believed in you. So they took that extra time, right, to be able to do those things. I don't believe that's what Kevin Stefanski wants. I don't believe he never even wanted Shedeur. I truly do. And that's nothing against him as a person, because look, we all have our favorites, or we all like who we like. So again, because Kevin Stefanski does not coach him as well, that's not a bad thing on him. He probably just did not like the way he plays, right? And so I truly do believe he should still go to another team underneath another coach. I believe that. But look, if he does play, who are they playing? Who's Cleveland playing this Sunday?
I think it's the division. Is it another division game?
It's probably going to be a division game. While y'all look that up, I want to say one thing.
No, they got the Raiders.
I believe that he look at him being flamboyant and he holding it against him.
I don't, but again, you can say that, Sam. You can say that. It could be a personal vendetta. Maybe he doesn't like his father, whatever the case is. I don't want to get that deep into emotions because we don't know. I just
don't like the personality. He doesn't like the flashiness.
I just don't think he.
Or Dylan Gabriel, Mama, and Stefanski got something going on.
All right, man. Relax. Listen, here's the thing, fellas.
It's a jokey joke, man. It's a jokey joke.
Yeah, no, we know. Here's the thing, okay? Here's what I saw, right? And again, I don't want to make this out any better than what any of it is. When you went back and watched the film, here's the thing. When you went back and watched Dylan Gabriel film, on 4th and 1, Dylan Gabriel, yes, he got pressured up the middle, but you had 3 hot reads pop wide open. And that's the difference, right? When they show the film, that's what you see. Shedeur Sanders on that interception, blitz right up the middle, man unblocked, 3 offensive linemen blocking 1 person. Now, again, the ball's got to be better. It's got to be better placed. Being sped up, not having the timing down. Judy, who knows? Did I think Judy was supposed to break that route earlier? Did Judy see that undercut, man? So he went deeper thinking I'm going to put a 2 pass on him? Again, timing. everything gets better with timing. The interception was bad, but you know what was great? What was great was some movement in the pocket, right? He had some movement in pocket, even in pressure situations. He had the deep pass down the middle of the field. He had the 3rd and 5 to, Judy. He had the rush up the middle to get a first down. He had a couple of great runs where he's getting himself out the pocket, even being unprepared for the game. For everything that they threw at him, to go 4-16 and still perform in a manner that he did, that touchdown ball, that got to be a grab. That got to be a catch. Beautiful placement. Again, defender's hand was right in the middle. Beautiful placement on that ball. And at least Shedeur is pushing the ball down the field, which I think that's the biggest gripe of the Browns and all of the Browns media is they're just Dylan Gabriel is dinking and dunking. So all I'll say is I think that I saw some great things. Balls down the field, pushing it down the field, great location. Sam, there were a few incompletions he threw. He put the ball only where his receiver can go get it. There were a few situations where he had to throw that ball low.
Yeah,
and it was, and a couple of them went through their hands. But that's where I got to put that football because that corner is over your left-hand shoulder. And a quarterback knows you got to give your guy a chance, even if that means putting that ball low or putting that ball out the way, right?
I'm gonna say it a different way. That it was basically like you said with the calculus, but that's like telling a virgin to go get a prostitute, bro. Like you ain't prepared for that. No,
correct.
I mean, for him to perform at the bad level, and you still saw great things happen. For him not to be prepared, don't nobody know his cadence. Ain't nobody used to him throwing to him. He's not used to the center. He's not used to the speed of the game. He don't know none of this. To walk out of that game healthy says more than anything else. You get his man a chance. You get his man a chance. He just might. If he had started the season off, y'all probably have a better record.
I'm going to say this, though. He playing the Raiders, he better win. Like, due to the fact that he's playing, he better win.
Used to the speed, bro.
But, Sam, like right now, this is the whole reason why I didn't want him to play. Because, again, you see how the world is judging him right now based off of the reps and everything. Yeah, and so this game, the Raiders game, he better win. If he does not win, like sports media is going to go with it. You know what I mean? Oh, this is why he was drafted. They're not going to look at. Nobody's going to talk about the coach. Nobody's going to talk about how much training he had.
And they might not. They might not like it, but guess what? Everybody that's talking that smack never played the game of football.
Yeah. Yeah, because I think even you think of another annoying thing that Rex Ryan said, and it felt like Rex was kind of backtracking on some of the other things when he said about him being in the front row. But Rex talking about him staying after the game, and I felt like Shedeur really was, judging his performance, but Shedeur didn't feel like he played a great game, and I think Shedeur didn't feel like he took full advantage of his opportunity, and I think that was a big piece for him. But one thing that you don't talk about is him going in that locker room and putting the onus on himself and telling that locker room, even though I can make excuses about not taking first reps, I can make excuses about not having time, I could do all of these things, but I'm still going to put this on me because at the end of the day, when I got put in, I should have been better. And that's it. So I think you got to give him some grace for that. And I think he's showing he's going to be a great pro. Now, when he came out, he heard the fans. The fans went crazy. What am I supposed to do? Like, come on, give me all of that. Cleveland organization needs to go rewatch the entry to that damn game. I promise you viewership went up just when Shedeur entered that damn game.
They need to watch his interview. Cause he was like
100%. You watch everything.
He told all the fans like, "Hey, y'all dogging Gabriel ain't helping us as a team."
Yeah,
yeah,
true.
That right there, like that made me more of a Shedeur fan than anything else, and I still think he probably was the best quarterback coming out of the draft.
Yeah,
but Sam, but the thing is, he been like that. You know what I mean? Like
I ain't saying he not. I didn't know
the media
he
will portray it as a different thing.
No, but that's what I'm saying though. Like I know you haven't seen that, but the thing that gets to me is like the media seen it. Like, he's been this type of way the whole time. But like, they take little small things and they feed to him. And they try and character assassinate him on it. And so, you know, again, he's all playing the Raiders.
Give me a Shador jersey.
All right, I feel that.
Yeah, as
He
you
ain't
should.
gonna be with the Browns long.
As you should. That's not. I don't think that's a terrible investment.
Actually, after I win this pick'em, that's what I want.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck with that one. Good luck with that one. Hey,
hey, Sam, I wouldn't even mind help.
Hey.
Well, Octavius, yeah, you don't have a choice because you terrible. But I'm not losing. What?
Hey,
no, listen. I've been
Rex Ryan. That's why you're not coaching now.
Yeah, man.
You suck with your opinion.
Rex Ryan definitely has some type of hate against him because
he couldn't win with the Jets, couldn't coach the Jets. His brother ain't in the league no more neither.
I know he had that.
Sam, we get it. You don't gotta get all in there with down us, man.
He dogging my boy. Shador my boy now.
I'm not.
I'm talking about Rex dogging my boy.
Rex, fuck Rex, man. Old ass motherfucker.
I ain't say that. I ain't say it. F word.
Nah, Rex be hating, bro. Rex be tripping, and then watch him walk it back. He's gonna walk it back again.
And if I went on my journey out or said the same thing you said,
he gonna walk it back again. I promise you. Watch. But listen,
what he said. He was talking about how he was sitting on the bench by himself after the game
in the locker room.
Yeah, like the thing. And well, he was like, look at him. He's sitting down. He should have been going over there and talking to Lamar. Look, Lamar over there looking for him the whole entire time, trying to shake his hand. And then somebody said, I was looking somewhere. It's like, okay, so if he wasn't sitting down, like literally just being like, damn, like the opportunity I got, I failed. If he wasn't sitting down, if he went smiling and going and talking to Lamar Jackson, then they're gonna be like, oh,
serious.
He didn't even take it serious. See, look, all of this is a game. So he's damn if he do, and he's damn if he don't. Like, he's just in a very bad place.
Haters.
Yeah, we know. So we're good. We'll talk about Shador more. We'll see if he gets a start. If Dylan Gabriel can't go with the concussion, we'll see if Shador gets his first full start. It'll be exciting. I'll love to cover it. And I definitely think you see a better performance. It's not going to be an easy task. I mean, listen, as bad as the Raiders got their ass whooped, Max Crosby was still eating. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, Max Crosby's still going to be a problem. But if you game plan for it, just because, bro, Myles Garrett is a fucking problem, bro. So let's switch gears a little bit. Go to NBA. We got the OKC Thunder. We talked about this a little bit. Yeah. We had some yeses to the dynasty, this, that, and the third. The Thunder right now are 14-1. The Thunder are rolling. The Thunder steamrolled the hot Luka and Austin Reeves Lakers. Steamrolled. Pressed they ass. I'm just saying that because, you know, LeBron less Lakers, right? But they're 14-1. Right now, as it sits, if the season ended, they would own 2 number 1 picks in the top 10. Sam, there's a chance they could get a lottery pick as potentially the defending NBA champions and the number 1 seed. This is insane. I just how did this happen? And is this the birth of an OKC dynasty? And also, are they going to run out of money? Because they got a lot of players that they're going to need to sign. I think they just signed Chet. You're going to have a couple more checks you're going to have to sign. If they don't win this year, do they sign some more checks or do they just look forward to the draft stock?
I mean, are we talking business? Are we talking, because I'm going to tell you, with top
realistically, I'm just talking, let's talk Thunder as the number 1 seed with a potential to go into the draft with 2 first-round top 10.
See, picks not guaranteed. You know, even if you still in the top 10, those picks doesn't mean what they was doing gonna transition to the NBA game. They got to come into the game and prove themselves. In that position, you can if they draft right, you can say dynasty, and you also can say we don't really have to pay these guys. We can pay a select few, and we can build the rest through the draft and still have a dynasty.
Yep.
Because injuries happen. As soon as you get injured, I ain't got to pay you like that. First and foremost, you got to prove yourself again to me that you still on that level. Because your market value going to go down if you ain't on that level still anyway. So, I mean, it's a win-win for OKC right now. And everybody that traded with him didn't see it coming.
And the talent is already young, which I think is one of the biggest things. You always talk about you want to be young when you're winning. Now you get to add 2 more rookies to this young mix.
If they don't trade them away.
What you got, O?
I'll say this to kind of piggyback. One, OKC knows how to draft, Sam. I mean, if you look at their history, they know how to draft. I mean, they got KD, they got Russell Wilson, they got Big Baby, they had James Harden.
Russell
Was it Big Baby?
Russell Westbrook.
Westbrook.
Oh, my bad. James Harden. Like, they all had them on the same team at one point in time, believe it or not. And so they're building this. They know how to draft. They're not a customer. They're not bad at that point. I feel like they're going to be a dynasty for a very long time. When it comes to paying, I think they know how to trade teams and keep the team together. But I think the biggest reason, a big reason why they're going to be a problem for years to come is because of SGA. He's such a selfless all-star and leader. I don't know if you ever watched, like last year when you watched their games when they won. Most of the time, he really wants his team to shine more than him. He'll talk. I mean, his team will always be there. He'll talk, but more than likely, he wants his team to shine. And honestly, I think almost every starter had a moment where they had to do a post interview and the whole entire team was there. They just have a different type of culture. And it's not a selfish culture. It's literally a team culture. And that shout out to the coach that they have. And so again, I don't see anybody in the league beating OKC unless there's injuries. They're way too young, way too talented. They now have that championship pedigree, which is what a lot of people were saying last year that they didn't have and why they weren't picking them. And now that they went deep into the playoffs, and they made that shit look easy. I know they had a couple tough games, but they went through the West like shea butter. You know what I mean? And they're already starting where they picked off 14. Like there's I would say maybe Golden State has a chance. Maybe has a chance at doing something with them. But they're just their culture is just way too deep, man. OKC, I would be surprised if they don't take this one. I'll be surprised if they don't get the best NBA record for the team. What was it? What is it, 70, 72 and 10, I believe, or something like that. Is that what Golden State has? 72 or 73 and 9? Something of that nature. I believe that they can actually beat that. No, 72. Is it 70?
You're talking about
72, 72 and 9, I believe.
Yeah, 72 and 9. 73 and 9. 73 and 9.
73 and 9. 73 and 9. My bad. I don't know what the record is, but I believe that OKC can beat that. And the last thing I'll say is this, which they talked about a lot, is just their defense. You know what I mean? Like, they were the number one defense in almost every category last year, and they're doing this year. So it's almost cheating that they got first round draft picks next year, because they're going to pull talent. They're going to find talent.
But that's why I wanted to talk about it. You got the Boozer twins in there. And I think the Thompson twins came out and looked really good. And that's what I'm saying. You got Cameron Boozer in there. Like, it's like, bro, this class is stacked. I mean, they got
Carmelo's son coming out
forwards. Too. No, I don't think Kyan is coming out. I don't think he's coming out.
Wait, is he a freshman? Carmelo's son? He's a freshman,
he's
right?
1 year. Yeah,
Ronnie a freshman. Watch out for that story. I mean,
Bryce is a freshman.
Bryce, my bad, Bryce.
But the reason I bring this up, I just bring it up because OKC jumped out, right? But I think, and listen, while you say you think who it may be, I think Houston, if Houston can get it together, Houston has the type of a team that can potentially compete because they have a scorer, just like SGA, right? But they need everyone else around him is going to have to stay consistent as that big threat. He could shoot the three, he could drive, he could post, he could pass. Şengün is going to be a key and vital part of this. And then Amon Thompson is going to be key because he's going to need to learn how to be a point guard and learn how to not only just try and score and drive and Give KD the damn ball. He's the scorer. And then create some better offense. Get Şengün the ball. Steven Allen is in there to grab some boards, and he come in for the tough defense. I think that they can compete. And I also think the Lakers. I think the Lakers is a team that can compete. I think that Luka is still young. Luka can go out there and score 40 right beside SGA. It's all of the other guys. You can't let Chet get off, right? Ayton's going to have to do a good job protecting the rim. You can't let anyone else start to get busy. You can't let Williams start getting busy, right? That's where you're going to see the Rui Hachimura's stepping up. The Vanderbilt is going to have to be a lot better. And Vanderbilt was supposed to be that defensive stopper. They're going to have to step up. They're going to have people that are going to need to step up. But I think that they're going to be able to have pieces that will allow them to be able to compete with, SGA. And then there's a few other teams that may be there, but it's going to be fun in the West.
When did you become a Lakers fan? You know what I mean? You over here spitting facts, bro. Dang. Pulling out the roster and everything. I see. I see, bro. Damn.
What I'm gonna say? What I'm gonna say to both of y'all, like I said, when the Cubs got eliminated, now it's real football season. I can pay attention. Since the Bears is on top of the NFC North, my basketball season don't start for a while. So y'all put some names out there I'm gonna pay attention to once my football season over.
I'm the same way, Sam.
Other than that, I just be watching clips.
Yeah,
I'm a Bulls fan, so I'm worried about them. They started off hot, now they choking.
Yeah,
I'm the same way with you, Sam. Fun. I don't really pay attention to basketball until football season's over with. But I don't know. Like, I've been seeing a lot of these clips of like this cup series, and it looks like it's getting real spicy. Right? No, it's already in action right now.
It's in motion, but they'll eventually have the games where it breaks down, and then they start to play the championship games and stuff like that. Yeah. But I love it, and here's what I love about the Cup. Everybody bitches and complains about the NBA Cup, right? I love it, and the reason I love it is they added something that college football has, and that's point differential. That means when these teams are getting blown out, them stars ain't sitting. They keeping them in the game. Your parlays can hit now because your guy gonna play a little longer. He not gonna sit the entire fourth quarter because those point differentials are so key. And I don't know if you've noticed, but in these damn Cup games, bro, it's 135 to 143. They are scoring a lot of points in these damn games. So I think that will keep basketball exciting even throughout the regular season. And again, they're trying to limit the load management, Sam. I know that's a trigger word for you, but they're trying to limit the load management, and I think that's a great way to do it. The point differential is great. OKC, I think, will 100% be a great team for years to come, especially with the draft stock that they got. But, hey, yeah, they got championship pedigree still, but they going to have to get through some dogs, I believe, in the West, and they're really going to have to show that championship pedigree. They've done a great job and so far erased every single challenge that they've had so far except for Portland. I think Portland was the one that gave them their L. They look good. They beat Golden State. They beat the Lakers. They beat a lot of great teams already out the gates. So I'm interested to see how this season shapes up. Obviously, I'm not an NBA connoisseur. I'm just a LeBron fan, so I think that's why I've kind of watched the Lakers. But I'm excited to see what Luka, LeBron, and Reeves and the boys do. So let's get to it. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, watch out for Detroit. Watch out for Detroit this year. Detroit.
Hey, as we were talking about the LeBrons.
And hot take that I don't think really a lot of people have been talking about just in NBA because, I love NBA. That's the bread and butter of Milwaukee. Milwaukee is definitely they ain't really doing shit. I want to see how that's going to unfold here in the near future.
Yeah, soon we're going to have some Doc Rivers. We're going to have some Doc Rivers conversation.
Detroit and Milwaukee is who I'm looking at in the East. That's going to be there's going to be some good storylines right there. I'm a believer in the Detroit. Detroit is playing Detroit basketball, Sam. They're not as physical, but they still playing some Detroit basketball.
Durant get physical. But, bro, 8 shot, 46, 47 shots to drop 46 points. Listen, Detroit, you're going to have to be better than that, baby. You're going to have to be better than that. Hey, but listen, we going to jump. Fantastic. I love the conversation. I definitely do agree. I think they will be a dynasty. How many rings, though? That's going to be tough. That's going to be a tough one. You know, it's been stated, a couple of people have talked about, Gilbert Arenas has talked about this on his podcast, where, you know, he just sees the landscape of the NBA and doesn't really know if there'll be any more three-peats out there because of the way the league is set up, the way these teams are stacked, the way these teams are laid out. He doesn't see anyone dominating the league for 3 consecutive years, or teams dominating the league for 3 consecutive years, to see any more three-peats. That'll be interesting if there is someone that can figure that out. So next we'll dive into, let's go ahead and talk about it. Sam, like you said, brother, and you're going to throw this in my face, I'm sure, because it's been a while since you felt this, you know, this type of importance, or, you know, this type of value, this late in the
glowing
season,
right now.
this late in the season. But the Bears have won another game. The Bears are number 1 in the NFC North after the Detroit Lions went down to the Eagles. Sam, what did you see, man? Because it was another butt clincher. It was another butt clincher that you had to like, are we gonna pull it out?
Yeah, I had to have that heart monitor. I had to have it, you know. But like I always say, I'm disappointed in certain areas, but I'm starting to get that little vibe where, you know, you can't count us out, that we gonna find a way. I'm starting to get it. Now, am I on that we for real yet? I can't say it yet.
It's still questionable.
It's still a little questionable because we ain't hitting on all cylinders.
I think there's a game coming up in a couple weeks that'll help you out a little bit. If
you ask me this question next year with the same staff and a few more young fellas in there from the draft, I say we for real next year. I say next year, watch out. Not to discount this year. Because Ben Johnson is for real. He for real. But they win this next game against Pittsburgh, with or without Aaron Rodgers, I'm jumping on that for real bandwagon, brother. I'm going to be there. And like I said, we sweeping the Packers this year anyway. So therefore, king of NFC North.
Hey, one question, Sam. One question while I remind the people, you know, exactly what time it is. Who you need to go get in the draft? You say get a couple young people. Where y'all need to go in the draft to get you there?
We definitely need a promising left tackle. We do need that, and we need another edge rusher.
So defense and in the offensive line, offensive line.
Yeah.
Okay.
We set everywhere else. We are set everywhere else. We also can use, and don't get it twisted, because I love my DBs and Gordon and Brisker. I love them. But we need some depth in those positions, because
they pass-happy league.
They can't stay on the field. They cannot stay on the field. And outside of that, I think we'll be solid. We can get a few other things, because I really do feel like we're going to get rid of Swift. He hit free agency. He's probably not going to come back and grab another running back, or, you know, then I think we good there, you know. Outside of that, just draft depth, because we got some picks out there. We got some picks.
Right. Okay. I just wanted to see, just for that. Did y'all see Jameis Winston Harlem Shake in the end zone?
Hey! I told you that man was funny, bro. It was a horrible Harlem Shake, but like, I gotta give it to
terrible Harlem Shake, bro.
They said that it was David Chappelle. It was David Chappelle's Tyrone Bingham's.
Yeah. It was that. It was terrible. But ladies and gentlemen, one thing I'm going to stop and say with the Green Bay Packers, right? We got to stop, because it smells like a Packers win. But also, ladies and gentlemen, how many points did Green Bay score? It's coming back. It's the season of destiny, 27-20. You know, was it the cleanest game? No, our DB's got to catch the ball. That's a blowout if our defense show up and intercept those passes. We had 3 opportunities for interceptions that could have just completely blown that game wide open. And, instead we kind of got in a little dogfight, had to hold up at the end of the game and create a turnover at the end of the game to close it out. And victory formation, ladies and gentlemen, I talk about it. Victory formation is the best formation in football. You got call it what you want. 5 wide, wing T. You could do whatever you want. I formation, single back,
defense,
whatever you want, baby. Victory formation will always be the best formation in the NFL. So Packers get the win. I'm happy we escaped out of there, because one thing that I always tell my brother is I tell my brother and my cousin Willie, and I'm like, listen, when that coach get fired, bro, you need to be careful, because that backup coming in hungry and they need to get a win. But not only that, whenever they name a new quarterback on top of it, it's a double whammy. So I will tell you, I did not bet any bets on Green Bay this weekend. I didn't bet spreads. I didn't bet nothing, because I knew Jameis Winston was going to come out here and look like the Hall of Fame Winston that he has the potential to be, but he's still going to make some bonehead plays. And he did. And he gave us some opportunities to get away with the football. And the run game was crazy. I was talking to, it's funny, Sam, I was talking to Snow, and he asked if I still think the Micah Parsons trade is a good one up to now. And it's funny, before this game, verbatim, I told him, yeah, I'm like, I 100% think it's a good trade, because when you look at where we were last year, we were 18th overall and 31st against the run. This year, without Kenny and with Mike in there, and, obviously, I think Quay got much better. Cooper got much better. So we have some talent there. But now this year, we're 5th overall and 2nd against the run. So I think, when I look at it from that aspect, the amount of pressures that he's created, he got another sack. Got that last-minute sack, fumble to end the game. But I think that it has absolutely paid off in a sense of, look at what we gave up, look at what we got, and look at where we're at. The defense hasn't been the reason we've lost these games. And what I mean by that is, you gave up 13 twice and then 16, and you lost. Most teams are begging. Listen, the Cowboys are begging their defense to give up 16. The Cowboys, they begging. The Cardinals begging to give up 16 because their offenses are performing. And so I stand by this. We gave up too much damn yards to Tyrone. Tyrone got too many damn yards Sunday, though. So I'll say that, and that's where Green Bay is for me. I'm happy we got the win. I'll take it. We got the Vikings this week. And our schedule, Vikings, Lions, Bears, and then after those three, we got the damn Ravens, and then right back with the Bears again. So Green Bay, by no stretch of the imagination, has a crazy next 5-game stretch. We can get out of there 4-1 though. And the one ain't to them damn Bears. I'll tell you that much.
Sweet.
You better pray that Aaron Rodgers ain't playing this weekend, because Aaron Rodgers is part owner of the Bears, baby.
Ain't nobody worried about that diva. Mike Tomlin want to get rid of him already,
brother.
Hey, I'm
11-6. Go ahead, Sam. Sorry, I wanted to give it up. Go ahead,
the Bears.
Man.
Go
Jesus
ahead,
Christ, man. 11-6. And I think even through the tough times, bro, I commend you. It was like you remind me of JP. I'm sticking with the pick. 7th loss. What does it mean? Where do we go from here? Still got to play the Rams twice. Still got one more game with the Niners. You still got one more. No, you played the Seahawks twice already. So where do we go from here?
No, if I'm being honest, we gotta get healthy.
You don't fucking say. You are not saying get healthy when my whole team on the damn sideline.
Bro, every car, literally, everyone in the Cardinals is injured. Our second running back that we got, the Mercado, injured. Marvin Harris Jr. injured. Our promising DE injured. Literally, just going through the injury list every day, if not every week, there is somebody falling to the wayside. That is a key player. I think the only person that we have not gotten so far that's injured is our tight end. And Lord help us for him not to get injured. Real talk. What is that? Real talk. And so, I mean, look, again, Sam, I see the white towel. I'm still a believer, man. I'm still
the white towel in.
I'm not. I'll throw the white towel in for the 11-6, of course. But I mean, if we really being honest, like again, we had a wide receiver that was starting to show promise. Zay Jones injured, Achilles caught a touchdown, injured. I mean, I could go on and on and on. I mean, Kyler Murray, he got injured. I mean, like literally, this season has been filled of nothing but injuries. And it really shows the play. I knew we were gonna beat the Cowboys. I'm glad we beat the Cowboys as bad as we did. And I think that really showed something with our team. But again, I mean, when you have the amount of people that we have injured, look, I'll just go through it. November 18th. We have 6 people injured. November 16th, 2 people injured. November 15th, 1 person injured. November 14th, another person injured. November 12th, 2 people injured. November 9th, 1 person injured. November 5th, another person. Like it was like I follow the Cardinals on and like every time I scroll through my feed, if it's not Friday, Saturday, or Monday, you just see a big injury report come through. So I'm not using that as an excuse. I know it's in a game of football, but I mean, look, we have some very key players that are injured. And even when we had a promising backup running back come through and get injured, it's just like it does do something mental to the team, especially with the amount of losses and how we took the losses in the beginning of the year, losing by touchdown or 2. The coach came out and, he said, look, we're going to go to the drawing board and go through it. Jacob Brissett, look, my man is throwing the ball like crazy. I don't know how much is actually empty calories. 52 yards is 452 yards. I don't care how you slice it and dice it. It just really depends on how we come out against the Jaguars. You know what I mean? I don't know who the hell is going to be on the field, if I'm being truthfully honest with both of y'all. And that's wide receiver to running back to defensive end. I'm just being truthfully honest. And I don't know who he's putting on the field. Just being truthfully honest with you. Like when we played the 49ers, I with everything that was going on, I knew we were going to take an L. Luckily enough.
One question.
Yeah.
Who win? Cardinals, Jaguars.
I don't know. I'm telling you, Sam, I'm being honest. Like I'm speaking very logically with the amount of injuries we have, and a lot of them being our starters. And if it's not our starters, it's our second string backups that are injured. Like we're playing with third stringers right now. Like, I'm just being true. So I don't know. If we didn't have this many injuries, especially key injuries in our offense, I would go Cardinals all day. Like I really would. But right now with what we playing with, I would honestly be shocked if we do take the W. I would honestly be shocked.
I ain't gonna lie to you. That defense be playing though.
No, they be playing, but I'm saying, just saying, bro, like our offense is horrible. Like we don't have anybody.
Here's what I'll tell you, nigga. Y'all got injuries and y'all ain't going nowhere. Nigga, we in a playoff run and Jaden Reed gone. Josh Jacobs got hurt. Jordan Love went out. We had to get our backup quarterback to come in and go on a touchdown drive and do what the backup's supposed to do. You got Tuck hurt. Bro, we got so many injuries on the defensive side. On the offensive side, Van Ness been out. Like, we're trying to find wide receivers to put in the damn game the same. And a lot of times, like, you're looking out there and you're like, damn, who is that? Who is that? Who is that? And the ball in the air, you think it's going to Watson, and Williams come down with it. And you're like, wait, who is that? Who is that? Who is this? Who is this? We got so many injuries, like it's kind of ridiculous. Romeo Dobbs went out in this game another week with another wide receiver injury. So yeah, man, I feel you 100%. I just like, bro, y'all are losing. I'm pissed because we at least are like in a run, and I'm like, can we get some bodies to, bro, we got a couple tough games in the division, and I'm like, we're not gonna have our number 2, number 3 options. We may not have our running back this week. Jordan Love with that, shoulder injuries. There's a lot, man, and bro, it's a taxing season, and so that shit hits hard and it hits home. And I know I'm not saying y'all using that as an excuse, but boy, I'll tell you, so many people got injuries right now. The NFL is riddled with injuries right now. Sam even talked about it a couple of weeks ago where he has so many players going out, his DBs, everything. And so it's a rough and taxing season this time around. I will tell you that much right now. So, hey, we got through that real nice and easy. I'm going to show y'all a video, and most of you have already seen it. And again, this is my nephew. I'm going to show y'all a video of him, but this little man is the talk of the town right now. And this was just a wholesome little moment at the game. And my man's is going
Little baby
viral,
Usher.
busting on his popcorn, chilling. And he says, okay, people, I'll give you what you want. Man, I love it. And so he got on the Jumbotron. Sam, that video is everywhere. Most of y'all are probably going to look at this video and be like, oh my God, that's your nephew. That's my nephew. And he's everywhere. The Phoenix Suns reached out. I told my brother, because he's a Rams fan, I said, hey, you better call the Cardinals. They give you some Rams-Cardinals tickets. But literally off of that one video right there, Sam, this kid is gone viral. And, you know, there's comments in there talking about he got the Obama wave. They just talk about his smile. Said he looked like Usher. It's crazy because everyone always is looking for like this viral moment, right? Sam, these are over millions of views. His mom reposted that, like, that's her husband and her son. She has over 300,000 likes just to her comment of claiming them. And then the videos, each video, House of Highlights, Sports Center, the Phoenix Suns, all over millions of views, just all around and now they were on Channel 10 News. They're on Channel 10 News. Channel 10 is like, hey, if you guys know this family, let us know, reach out. And the craziest thing about this is the Phoenix Suns found them, but like they don't have a big social media presence. Like they're not the family that's all over social media, Sam.
That's a good thing.
No, 100%, but it was so hard to find them where the Suns are trying to get in contact to give them tickets, bring them back to a game, give them, you know, behind the scenes, backstage access and, you know, VIP entrance and stuff. So it was absolutely crazy that they were able to get in contact with them, you know, obviously through some sources, but You Might Not Like It might get the exclusive interview with the 3-year-old and my brother.
Okay.
Get that famous wave on it. Get that famous wave.
I ain't gonna lie. Once I see it on TV, I was like, damn, Tyrone gained a little weight, didn't he?
Bro, everybody was asking if that was me, Sam.
Like Tyrone?
Everybody was asking.
Try to take that little boy popcorn.
Yeah, I know. And if it was 9:30, I'd have FaceTimed my brother just to see if, you know, if they were awake. And I just think it's dope for his moment. Getting that viral moment, it's like you always think, man, how can people keep up with that or move or do this? But with their presence not really being there on the social media side, my brother's wife is so funny because she's like, we got to do this. We got to do this. We got to set this up. We got to set this up. Dude, she's starting to put accounts. There's people that already got the Popcorn Boy accounts and, you know, different things like this. People claiming to be his parents. Like, bro,
that's crazy.
It's absolutely insane.
That's crazy.
And this is the one side of it that I think is the worst part of this social media stuff is that, because some people genuinely want to help, but then like some people are genuinely out to take advantage and monetize, right? And so it's really cool. I think it's a cool moment for my nephew. And now everybody in Arizona and around the world knows they'll be back in the house November 21st and at the Suns game, and, you know, get to go backstage, meet D-Book and all of them. So it's going to be dope, man. It's going to be a dope opportunity. So
that's dope.
I wanted to share that, obviously, because, you know, that's my nephew and I'm proud of him. And listen, I'm going to tell y'all something right now. For all of the people in the comments, my cousin Duke, man, he got a comment. He posted, man, my nephew made it to Sports Center, put some hearts and everything like that. Got a woman thirsting on there saying, Uncle looking good. So listen, everybody in the comments, don't be trying to take, all the uncles and things. My cousin Duke is taken. He's spoken for. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Maybe single. No, I'm fucking with y'all. But yeah, man, that was a cool moment. And I just wanted to share that with y'all because it's not every day that, you know, somebody you actually know, you're scrolling through social media and you see a video of them and you like, bro, my brother don't even got Instagram. Like, let me text him. And then he like, bro, 50 other people done sent me this. 30, 40, 50, 100 people done tagged me in it. I got people reaching out to me from Colorado telling me, hey, bro, I see your nephew on and I'm like, what?
Crazy.
But a lot of people are reaching out thinking that my brother is me. Ever since he cut his hair, he used to have dreads and now he cut his hair down. So now they think we look alike. But yeah, I don't know. I don't see it.
Yeah.
Hey, no, so get the viral moments. Ladies and gentlemen, you might not like it. It's time for week 12. It's the week 12 pickers. I'll recap it again. Who gonna go through the picks?
I'll go through the picks.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you know how we.
Yeah.
Hey, Sam riding his high horse right now. You know what I mean?
Ain't
He riding his high horse right now.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get him a Khalil Mack jersey.
Oh man. I already got one. The orange
All
one.
right.
Dude.
Oh man. All right, y'all. Here we go. Y'all ready? Last week we were at Sammy, 20-14. Wavy, I was 18-16. Oh, the opposite of mine, 16-18. We had the Jets versus Patriots. We had the Lions versus Eagles, and we had the Cowboys versus the Raiders. Oh, Lone Wolfing, the first two games, he took both losers, the Jets and the Lions. Myself and Sammy took the Patriots and the Eagles. We got 2 wins. O got 0. The last game, Sammy decided to lone wolf it and take the Las Vegas Raiders, like John Madden used to say it, right? But it sounds weird saying Las Vegas. But anyway, took them doo-doo ass Raiders, like my cousin Duke would say. Sam took a L, me and O took a dub. So Wavy went 3-0. Sam went 2-1. O 1-2. So the new totals, updated totals. Sam 22-13. Wavy 21-16. 21-16. 17-20.
Damn Cardinals.
Or actually, hey, it is what it is, man. And
what it is.
you know, it's a tough one, but this is where we are. And so now this week, Sam, week 12, you might not like it, pick'ems. Turn it over to you, brother.
Thursday night, the Buffalo Bills travel to Houston to visit those Texans. This gonna be one for the ages here. What we got over here? We're gonna start with you. What do you got?
Stop trying to be different. I'm just gonna go Bills. I'll go Bills. Josh, real shit. Hey, shout out to Josh Allen, man. Hey, 6 touchdowns, 3 passing, 3 rushing. Yo, he showed the hell out. Like, he showed that game against Tampa Bay. Yo, that was an exciting ass game. They was going back and forth. What was it? I think it was, like 8 or 9
points. 41 points in the first half. That was a great game.
Baker was playing his ass off for real. Like, literally, if Baker had a little bit more help, I think he could have got the job done. But look, shout out to Bill Mafia, man. Like, for real, like they lost some receivers and they still out there playing. But that was video game numbers that he put up. So I can't go against that. So I'm going Bills.
I'm going Buffalo Bills as well. I don't see this one being close, but it might turn out to be a dogfight.
I'm going Bills.
All right, so everybody on the Bills.
Sunday night, we have Buccaneers travel to L.A. to meet the Rams.
These games ain't getting easier.
What do you say, O?
That's tough, man. The Rams got defense, man. The Rams know how to play some fucking defense. It's a tough one. I'm gonna be real with you. Man, my heart wants to go Tampa all day, but like the Rams, they got some good ass defense.
Tampa got some defense.
They 8-2, 8-2, and what Tampa is 6 and 6
fighting for that playoff life. Tampa fighting for that playoff life.
Where is it at? Rams?
Today.
Let me go Tampa, but like come back. I'll go Tampa right now. I'll go Tampa. I'll be back. I'm
gonna go Rams. I gotta go Rams on this. I think the Rams are gonna be able to dominate this game. Tampa coming off another tough loss. I think the Rams can get it done, but I think this game will be a lot closer than many think.
I'm going for the former Detroit Lion with the LA Rams, who's having that MVP type season. I'm going with the LA Rams and Matthew Stafford.
Okay. All right.
Now we got
me and Sam on the
This
Rams.
one should be easy. Out of the other two, it was very hard. But this one, Monday night, the Carolina Panthers visit the San Francisco 49ers. What do you got, Wavy? We're going to start with you on this one.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's something I said in preseason, and Sam mocked me. Sam laughed. But I said the growth and development of Bryce Young In that preseason game, he got in, got his touchdown, got out. Bryce Young started the season. You look like you wanted to bench him. We wanted to put Andy back in there. Hell, he did get hurt. Andy went in there and played a game. And ever since that game, my man's has not lost. He's beaten the Dallas Cowboys. He's beaten the Green Bay Packers. And he just dusted off the Atlanta Falcons. Over 400 passing yards. I'm going to go Carolina Panthers.
What do you say, Wavy? I mean, oh, my fault, Wave. What do you say, oh?
Carolina Panthers.
Sad T, but I feel 49ers still a strong team. I'm going 49ers, especially because they just whooped our ass. So I'm going 49ers. All right, they played too damn good yesterday. So
Better call Tyrone. Hey, you lone wolfing it, Rome.
I would gladly
Lone wolfing it
wolf
with the
this one.
Carolina Panthers. So therefore, I'm going the Niners.
Carolina Panthers going to shock the world. Carolina Panthers, 7-win team. I got a crazy hot take for y'all next time. Stay tuned. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to wrap the You Might Not Like It Pick'ems. Let's recap. Thursday night, we got the Bills, Texas. Everybody's taking the Bills. On Sunday Night Football, we got the Bucks versus the Rams. We got lone wolfing it with the Bucks. We got Wavy and Sam taking the Rams. And on Monday Night Football, Packers will be celebrating a victory, by the way. On Monday Night Football, we got the Carolina Panthers at San Francisco 49ers. When Sam took the 49ers, took the home team, I'm going to be lone wolfing it, taking the Carolina Panthers and Bryce fucking Young. Let's go. And that,
And
ladies
Purdy
and gentlemen,
is back.
that is exactly why I'm taking the Panthers. That, ladies and gentlemen, is going to wrap it for us. Thank you for staying tuned, picking it out. We've learned that Sam is number one in the NFC North with his Bears. The Packers, 27 continues. The damn Cardinals have thrown in the white flag. They have now started watching basketball and are rooting for the Phoenix Suns, who are currently winning 35-32 against Portland right now.
let's go.
You might not like it. We out.